Jason Verrett also spoke today, and he was very pragmatic and realistic. And the way I read him is that he's going to hit the market and see what he can get. And while he'd love to come back to the 49ers, sort of like Trent Williams, but even more serious. This is a cornerback. Those don't have much of a shelf life. He's missed 5 years to injury. He's got to get his money now. He's got to get that paper now. And I think he's going to get it. Do you think he's coming back?
I don't know, because there's too many variables to fall with the 49ers still before we know like what kind of money they can offer him and all of that, who's interested in him. Just from reading him and his body language and what he had to say, here was my exact thoughts. This is a guy that knows his value. He knows how well he played this year. He's very indebted to the 49ers for taking that chance on him, helping him find his health again and giving them this opportunity to play. He's 100% indebted, but he knows the timeline that he's on. He knows how badly he needs to get paid, and he's not just going to take a discount deal out of sympathy because empathy because the 49ers did him good. He's indebted to them. He feels he's provided 1 year of being phenomenal because of that, and he's going to go get paid, whether it's with any other team, because he feels that he deserves to be paid. And I think he deserves to be paid. I think he's played at that kind of level. And, I don't know if he's going to get the contract Byron Jones just got from Miami last offseason, but I do think he's going to be paid north of $8 million. He's a very good cornerback, and he showed it this year.
I mean, didn't the Niners give him like a $3 million deal in 2019, coming off like 4 straight years on IR?
Yeah.
And they gave him more than the vet minimum after he had been nothing. So now coming off this year where he looked like a all-pro when he was healthy, yeah, I would think he's going to get $8 million minimum. And to me, that puts him in the Emmanuel Sanders realm of vets you really like that had a terrific effect on the team on and off the field that you just can't bring back.
Mm-hmm.
Which is too bad. And you also mentioned him being indebted to the Niners. He's also indebted to Robert Saleh. And he could say, the Niners organization, top to bottom, stood by me, but so did Saleh. Saleh brought me in, and he's leaving, and he wants me to, and he has cap space. So let me go over there.
Right. If Saleh's willing to pay him $10 million and the Niners are willing to pay him $8 million, why wouldn't you go with Saleh?
Yeah. Why would you have more loyalty to one? Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Right. And the other thing that I think that always gets lost kind of in translation when people see the Niners sign these amazingly large contracts, and then we find out that Prague actually structured them beautifully, but they're still large numbers. The thing is that the 49ers always have to overpay because, one, California state income tax, and 2, the cost of living in California. Free agents don't just want to flock to the 49ers and pay those taxes. What makes it better than playing in Florida or playing in Texas with no state income tax? It makes a big
Washington,
deal.
Seattle doesn't have it. Vegas doesn't have it. Yep.
It makes
and not that, you may not know it, but most of these players do not buy because it's so expensive. And the South Bay is kind of not that cool anyway. It's not glamorous. It's not San Francisco or LA. They just get condos in Santa Clara and then go back and live in, Nashville. Tennessee. Yeah. Stuff like that. Because these guys are millionaires. But being a millionaire in Northern California, sometimes you don't feel like a millionaire. You might just be one guy with, a nice house on the street among a lot of people with a nice house on the street. But you take that same salary and go back to Mississippi, you are the king of Mississippi. It's a whole different feeling. Got like acres and stories and probably a moose on your
right.
So it's different.
It's just another variable that makes the 49ers job harder when it comes to retaining these guys, because they might have to pay a couple extra $1 million, because when it comes down to it, mathematically, that even if they're offering $15 million and the team in Texas is offering $14 million, he's getting more money from the team in Texas.
That's right. Okay, so Jason Verrett may not be coming back. That's our takeaway here.